Welcome everyone to game number 37 here of Cheese League Baseball on Geek Cheese on YouTube. Rampage taking on the Whalers today at beautiful El Viejo Stadium. Alonzo Kramer on the mound for the Rampage and Clara Sandoval on for the Whalers. And ball inside from Sandoval. And 3-0 to Kellen Webb, who's the leadoff hitter. And Webb leads it off with a walk here for the Rampage. Brings up Miles Pruitt. Webb, pretty good speed on the bases. And ball inside. And there's the first strike of the day from Sandoval. And that one is absolutely crushed. Pruitt destroyed that baseball. Holy cow. 459-foot shot. Second homer and 6 RBI of the year. Rampage take the early 2-0 lead. Wow, that was absolutely crushed. It's like one of those where it's a no-doubter. Just sounds good off the bat. Valentino Chang now. And they brush him back off the plate. No, the Rampage dugout didn't like that. 3-2 now to Chang, and that's a base hit up the middle. So Chang's on first. Kyan Baker steps in, catcher. Pretty good speed on the bases too there for the Rampage, and the runner goes. Hit up the middle. McIntosh is right there. And to Durham. For the double play, just happenstance there. They put a little hit and run or something on. Kason Prowse steps in, catcher. That one's ripped down the right field line into the corner, and it'll just be a long single. Brings up Micah Gilmore. Second baseman here for the Rampage. You can see the shadows here. That's El Viejo kind of playing with things a little bit. And strike one. 3-1 now. And Gilmore swings over that one. K-Man activated for Sandoval. And the runner goes. And McIntosh to Durham for the third out. So the Rampage strike first. They get 2 runs on the absolute tank of a home run. Brings up Jules Redier for the Whalers. This is liable to be a hit fest, folks. Rampage are 4-2, and the Whalers are 5-2 this season so far. Obviously, you notice the difference in that one's hit into center field for a base hit, so Redier's on. Leadoff hit here for the Whalers. Obviously, the teams have played different numbers of games. That will even out throughout the season as we go along. Cade Durham steps in, the first baseman. Hitting 083. Would like to get out of a funk. And 1-2 now to Durham. That one's hit well, but foul. Popped up. Should be no problem there, and it's not for Pruitt. Out number 1. Cern White steps in, batting 400, playing center field today. Kramer, velocity and accuracy pitcher, 4-seamer, cut fastball, slider, and change. That one's hit, but gets over the Whalers dugout. The 3-1 now to White, and they throw over to first, safe. Whalers are not afraid to run. Whiffer activated for White. And he strikes out. So Briggs steps in, is locked in, hitting .313, 2 homers, 2 ribbies so far. That was 99 on the gun from Kramer. That one's, ooh, very close there, first base. And 96. Yeah, Kramer's really bringing the heat. Give him the heater, they say. That one's to Gilmore for the final out of the inning. Top of the second now. 7-8-9 up for the Rampage.
The shortstop, number 33.
Derek Peichel. Playing short today. That one's lined out to McIntosh.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 3.
Cash Parsons steps in. Little breaking pitch there from Sandoval. Strike one. And again, and Parsons has a 1-out base hit. So that brings up Dallas McFreddy, really struggling here. Early part of the season. Well, I say early part, but we're getting into it now. Still does not have a hit, and doesn't look like he's going to break the ice with this one either. That one's back to Sicily for the out. So 2 outs now, and that brings up top of the order Kellen Webb, who walked to lead off the game. Takes the ball high from Sandoval, and that one's fouled away. Inside outed. Oh no, not inside outed. Sandoval, four-seamer, change and curve, and that's it. And he walks again. Brings up Pruitt, who had a 2-run homer his first at-bat. And already Sandoval's looking tense, and Pruitt hits one through the right side. They hold the runners. So that brings up Chang, who is 1 for 1 with a single. Bases loaded, 2 outs here in the top of the second. And strike one. Grounded to English for the 3rd out of the inning. So now we go to the bottom part of the second inning, and Owen English leads it off for the Whalers. 5, 6, and 7 up. Strike one. 96. The outside part of the play, and gets him swinging. 1, 2, 3 there. That brings up Josu Rounds. 333. 2 homers, 5 ribbies. Very solid player here for the Whalers. And looks at strike one from Kramer. 2-1 now. And that's a ball outside. Kramer at 27 pitches so far. Looking pretty comfortable, and he walks him just as I say that. Brings up McIntosh, shortstop. Very good speed on the bases for the Whalers. Let's see if they can make something happen here with 1 out. And that one gets away from Prouse. And the runner advances. And that's strike 2. So 2-2 now. McIntosh. Runner goes. Throw down to third, and he's out. They double him up. Wow. So the Whalers unable to capitalize there. Go to the top of the 3rd. Kion Baker. And a little breaking pitch there from Sandoval. And outside, 3-1 now. It's Baker. Popped up, and looks like Sandoval's going to take that herself. And she does for the 1st out. Kason Prouse comes in, 1 for 1 today with a single. Takes a ball way inside. And strike. Took a little and strike there as well. Tough out. K-Man both activated, so let's see who wins this battle. And that one's a pop-up. No issue. And it's not for Lane there at 3rd. Micah Gilmore, 2nd baseman here for the Rampage, steps in. And 1-1 now to Gilmore. And the 2-1. And the 3-1. Full count now. K-Man activated for Sandoval. Let's see if she can put him away. And she does. Gets Gilmore looking on the inside part of the plate. Good pitch. That brings up whole lane. His first at-bat of the game. It's hard to believe. It's bottom of the third and his first at-bat. It feels like everyone and their brothers bat around the order already for the Rampage. Quickly, 1 and 2. That's inside to lane. Fouled away. And popped up again. Let's see if he has enough room, and he does. Chang puts it away for out number 1. Jose Sicily. Catcher here. That one's grounded to Pruitt. 4 out, number 2. Brings up top of the order, Jules Redier. 1 for 1 today. Crowd's pretty into it today. You can hear them. They're really pulling for their Whalers, who, like I said, are 5 and 2, having a really good start to their season. And he walks. So Redier walks. Brings up Cade Durham, who's 0 for 1. And that one's hit quite well. And off the middle of the wall. Let's see if they send the runner. They do. Runner's coming home. Throw from Gilmore, and he's safe. So just like that. 2 out, RBI double. Brings up Cern White. Whalers are on the board. 2 to 1 now. And fouled away from White. Whiffer's activated. Tried to get him to chase high. 2 and 2 now. And looks at strike 3 in the outside part of the plate. Low and outside. But the Whalers get 1. 7, 8, 9 coming up for the Rampage here in the top of the 4th. And Derek Peichel steps in. Looks at a strike from Sandoval. And that one's off lane's glove there. Tried to snare it, but it's unable to. So Cash Parsons comes in. 1 on. He's 1 for 1 today. And that one is hit quite well down the left field line. Gone. 389-foot shot. Parsons' 3rd homer, 9th ribby of the season. The Rampage take the 4 to 1 lead as McFreddy steps in. He's 0 for 1 today. Or 0 for today, rather. And he walks. So McFreddy walks. Brings up Webb, who's also walked twice today. No outs here in the top of the 4th. And McIntosh to English to Durham for the double play. 6-4-3 double play there. That brings up Pruitt. Takes a strike and now takes a ball. That one's hit quite well into center field. And Pruitt is going to be there with a stand-up double. So 2-out double for Pruitt, who's having a pretty good game. That brings in Chang, 1 for 2, and I'd be surprised. Oh, they're sticking with Sandoval. A little lefty-on-lefty matchup. Probably not a bad idea. Sandoval, 66 pitches now. Stats have gone down. You can see accuracy, junk, and that one's out. Rounds. Puts it away for the 3rd out. As my mouse kind of sneaks onto the screen, I apologize for that. Brings up Ralph Briggs. 4, 5, and 6 up for the Whalers. Here in the bottom of the 4th. Kramer now with a comfortable lead. Stats haven't gone down too much. Now it's just hitting 55 pitches. And strikes him out. Good pitch there from Kramer. Brings up Owen English. And that one's snared by Pruitt for out number 2. Josu Rounds comes in. Whalers fans really trying to create a rally here. That one's off Gilmore's glove. Nothing you can do there. Bounced off his glove. Brings up McIntosh. Good speed on the bases here for the Whalers. See if they can make something happen here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. And that one's fouled away. Popped up. And Parsons puts it away for out number 3. So Whalers can't do anything there. We go to the top of the 5th, 4, 5, and 6 hitters up for the Rampage. Kyan Baker 0 for 2 today. And looks at a ball way outside from Sandoval. And that one's hit well, but foul down the right field line. And diving off the glove there. So Kason Prouse comes in, 1 for 2 today. Runner on first. No threat to run there, I don't think either. And we can see Sandoval. And that one gets past the diving second baseman. So 2 on, no outs, and I'd be surprised if, I think they're going to pull Sandoval here, yep. So Gwendolyn Bangett comes in. Sandoval's stats were starting to flash all types of red there. That's never a good thing. Big looping curveball there for strike 2 to Gilmore. That one's hit into right field, so bases are loaded now for Derek Peichel. 1 for 2 today. Bases loaded, no outs here in the top of the 5th. That one's hit down the left field line, but foul. And try to get him to chase off the plate. And high now, 2-1 to Peichel. And he swings through that one, strike 2. And popped up. I think that's going to get into the stands, and yes, it does. Grounded. And, oh, somehow Lane did not come up with that. And throws to third. All types of defensive blunders happening there for the Whalers. The Rampage take the 6-1 lead on what should have been a double play ball. Lane kind of just has a brain lapse there. Parsons comes in now and walks. So that little defensive error kind of, I don't know, it's just not good. That one's hit into the right field corner, fair ball, 1 run scores. And that is a bases clearing double as Kellen Webb steps in. 9-1 now, Whalers, with no outs and a runner on second. And that's grounded. English takes that to Durham for the first out of the inning. Miles Pruitt, 3 for 3 today, just having an outstanding game. Rips that one foul. You can see Pruitt on fire, absolutely on fire. I think he's a triple away from the cycle as well. That one's off Durham's glove. And 10-1 now. The run does score. That brings up Valentino Chang with 2 outs. What an ugly, ugly inning. Bangett's ERAs certainly inflated as that one gets fouled down the left field line. And ball 2. 2-2 now to Chang. Hit to English, to Durham for the final out of the inning. A 6-run top of the 5th for the Rampage. They take the commanding lead 10-1. That brings in Cole Lane, who's 0 for 1, and Pruitt's getting pulled from third. And looks like Chang's getting pulled as well from first. So a little defensive replacements. That one's hit well. Parsons, ooh, catches it on the short hop. We got a base runner here now for the Whalers as Jose Sicily steps in over 1. That one's hit, but right at Parsons for the first out. Ready A, top of the order comes up.
Number 13.
It's 1 for 1. And looks at a ball low. 2-1 now to Ready A. And Kramer, 68 pitches. That one's hit into the gap, into a little tricky triangle out there. 1 run scores. It's an RBI double for Ready A. As Cade Durham comes in now, 1 for 2, double and an RBI himself. 10-2 now. Whalers trying to battle back. Grounded to Gilmore. To Peck for the second out. Runner advances. Serm White comes up. So runner on third, 2 outs. White looks at strike number 1 and swings through strike 2. Whiffer is activated for White. He struck out earlier in the game. And that one's nubbed back to Kramer for the third out. So the Whalers get 1 run. It's not enough. Rampage still lead at 10-2 as we go to the top of the 6th. Kyan Baker comes in, 1 for 3, and Bangett's going to be replaced by Benitez. Seen Benitez a couple of times out of the bullpen this year for the Whalers. That one's popped up. Rounds is there and puts it away for the first out. Kason Prowse, 2 for 3 today. Having himself a good game. Looks at strike 1. Jelly legged him there. Grounded Durham for out number 2. Micah Gilmore, 1 for 3 today with a single. And strike 1. Benitez's arm sleeve. It's pretty cool looking. Kind of looks like an ocean that a whale would swim in. That one's popped up, and Durham runs out and snags it for the third out. So quick inning there. We go to the bottom of the 6th, 4, 5, and 6. Heart of the order up for the Whalers. Ralph Briggs steps in. Kramer still on the mound. 76 pitches now. Still commanding this ball game. Velocity, junk, and accuracy are all down, as is stamina. That one's hit well, but foul. That one's hit well, but fair, and McFreddy tracks it down for the first out. English 0 for 2 today. Now you see velocity's in the red here. English fouls that one away, and accuracy in the red as well. This might be Kramer's last batter or last inning. Let's see how it happens. Payne throws over to Peck. And yes, Gabriel Frazier comes in relief of Alonzo Kramer. Pitched a heck of a game here for the Rampage. And 1-2 now to Rounds. And loops that one into left field for a base hit. So a 2-out base hit for Rounds. That'll bring up Russ McIntosh, who's 0 for 2 today. Would kind of like to get out of that funk. He's hitting 143. Looks at a ball inside from Frazier. And outside, 2-1 now. Good speed on the bases here for the Whalers. See if they can make something happen. That one's fouled away. And popped up. Let's see who gets there first. It's going to be Parsons for the third out. Top of the 7th now. 7, 8, 9 up for the Rampage. They still lead at 10-2. Brings up Peichel, 2 for 3. And strike 1. That looked like a good pitch, maybe a little low. 1-2 now to Peichel. And grounds that one to Lane. Throws across the diamond for the first out.
The center fielder.
Parsons, 2 for 2. Home run, single, walk, RBI. Having himself a good game, too. You can see Parsons is looking locked in. Tough out is activated. And that one drops in for a base hit. So Parsons on the 1-out hit here in the top of the 7th.
Now batting.
Brings
The
up
left fielder,
Dallas
number
McFreddy.
7.
1 for 2. Got his first hit, that icebreaker of the year. Runner with very good speed on the bases here for the Rampage. I don't think they want to run and flaunt it, but you never know. 2-2 down with McFreddy. Comes grounded up the middle for a base hit.
Now batting.
So
the
Kellen
right
Webb
fielder,
steps in, 0 for
number
2, 2
2.
walks, leadoff hitter. 1 out, top of the 7th. 2 runners on. That one's grounded. Let's see if they can turn it. Durham to English to Benitez for the double play. The 3-4-1 double play. Unorthodox double play. Cole Lane steps in. This is the Whalers' last chance. Of course, we only play 7 innings here in Cheese League. Make these games go quicker, although this one, all these runs, and he strikes out. Lane down on strikes. Brings up Jose Sicily, who's 0 for 2 as well today. Try to keep things shorter for you, but when there's a game with this much offense, it's they run a little bit longer. Than that one's hit high and far. Did Sicily get all of it? And no, he just got under it. McFreddy catches it. We have warning track power there from Jose Sicily. That brings up Ready A. He's having a good game. He hits one down the left field line. And he's going for 2, and he'll be in there with a stand-up double. So a 2-out double for Ready A. Brings up Cade Durham, 1 for 3, a double and a ribby today. And the Whalers fans are, ooh, brushes him back off the plate. Whalers fans are rallying here. That one crosses up the catcher, and he's not able to get the third. So Prouse kind of kept that in front of him, so that was good on him. Popped up, and I think that'll do it. And it does. Payne puts it away for out number 3. Rampage win in big fashion over the Whalers. 10-15-0 for the Rampage. Just lots and lots of hits and offense for the Rampage. 2-7-0 for the Whalers. Whew. Lots and lots of hits. You can see all those hits there on the Rampage side. Pruitt, 3 for 4. Prouse, 2 for 4. Peichel, 2 for 4. Parsons, 3 for 3. McFreddy even got a couple of hits today, 2 for 3. Just lots and lots of hits. Not so much on the, well, no, lots of hits, I mean, on the Whalers side, but just not a lot of offense. 3 for 3, Ready A. 2 for 2 is rounds. Yeah, just not a lot of run production on their side. Kramer gets the win for the Rampage, and Sandoval gets the loss. Top 3 players. Miles Pruitt gets the shout-out. 3 for 4, home run, double, 3 RBIs and a run. Parsons, 3 for 3, a homer, 2 ribbies, 2 runs. And McFreddy, 2 for 3, double, 3 RBIs and a run. Just lots and lots of offense. And the Rampage improved their record. They're now 5-2. The Whalers 5-3. So these two teams are proving to be pretty evenly matched. I don't know, I think pretty evenly matched. Interesting how things are lining up here in Cheese League Baseball on Geek Cheese on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching game number 37. Hope you like this content, appreciate this content. If you do, like the video, subscribe to us, and follow us at Geek_Cheese on Twitter for schedules and announcements and all that fun stuff. for all your Cheese League baseball action. Thank you so much for watching. Rampage win.